Hi, I'm Kaylee, and today I'm going to talk about some books on my TBR that I have been avoiding. The first thing I want to do in this video is take a look at our Booktuber Shoutout book, and we're going to pick somebody randomly in here, and we're going to shout them out. The Book Bell. Oh, I love that channel name. That's so cool. So you will find a link to the Book Bell's channel down in the description. Be sure and click on that and subscribe to their channel because they're pretty cool. And of course, if you haven't already, please do subscribe to this channel and give this video a thumbs up if you are also avoiding books. So these are some books that I'm kind of nervous to read, or I'm scared to read, or for some reason, I just keep avoiding this book. First of all, we have Les Miserables by Victor Hugo. I'm trying to say that with a French accent, and it's not really working, sorry. First of all, this book is humongous. The edition that I have is 1,463 pages. So, you know, it's a monster. Also, I've seen the movie of Les Mis, and I was kind of meh about it. I thought the story was fine, and y'all are gonna hate me now. Oh no. I don't like the music in the Les Mis musical. I'm a musician, so there are very particular things that I look for in music. And musical things, guys. The music in Les Mis is very melodically boring. They tend to just stay on the same note, and then they go up, and then they go back to the same note. And it's harmonically boring, it's melodically boring. Like when I listen to music, I'm like imagining the contours of the music as I'm listening to it. And the contours of Les Mis is like it's the most boring thing I've ever listened to in my life. I'm sorry. And now you all hate me, and I'm gonna get a lot of dislikes. I'm sorry. I can definitely see why people would like Les Mis. It has a very powerful story. It has really powerful characters. So anyway, back to the book. Never mind the musical. Back to the book. I have been avoiding it because I didn't like the music in the other one, which is silly. Like, that has nothing to do with anything. But somehow in my brain, that makes sense. Moving on. Anna Karenina, another large one. It is 964 pages. Tolstoy. I don't know. I just can't seem to make myself start reading Tolstoy anywhere. I don't know why. I feel like maybe I would be depressed reading Tolstoy, or like I just wouldn't connect with it somehow. I don't know. I've never read any Tolstoy. I have no basis for this, so I don't know where that's coming from. It's ridiculous and dumb, and I need to just get over it and read Anna Karenina. Now this next one is really weird. It's He Knew He Was Right by Anthony Trollope. I love Anthony Trollope. I adore Anthony Trollope. I've read bunches of his books, and for some reason this one, I keep thinking maybe I'll read that for my next Trollope, and I pick up some other Trollope. I never pick up this one. It's 952 pages, so it is quite a large book, but a large book by an author that you love doesn't feel like a large book. Like you wish there was more, you know? The thing is, I know the storyline is about a husband who suspects that his wife is cheating on him, so that hence the title, He Knew He Was Right. So I think, I don't know, that sounds kind of dark. So, however, I have heard other booktubers talk about this book, and booktubers that I really trust their judgment, and that I find that our reading tastes are very the same. And they loved it. They thought it was fantastic. They thought it was, you know, just a wonderful dramatic story. So why don't I read it? Why can't I just pick it up? Ugh. Okay, the next one I know I'm gonna mispronounce so badly that all of y'all are just gonna laugh. It is Wilhelm Meister's Apprenticeship and Travels. Anyway, this is massive. It's actually in 2 volumes. It's 900 pages. It's humongous. I feel like I'm just intimidated. I'm just intimidated. I'm just like, this is gonna be a big, massive philosophical thing, you know, with big ideas and big stuff, and I feel so inadequate. The joyful insecurities of a reader who loves to read classics. Okay, the next one is The Fountainhead. I have read Atlas Shrugged and really enjoyed it. I mean, I skipped probably about 70 pages of like sermonizing about capitalism for a while. But the rest of it, I really, really enjoyed. I thought it was well written. I thought it was engaging. You know, I really cared about the characters and the plot and stuff. So why can't I just pick up The Fountainhead? Like, if it gets to some more ranting and raving about socialism versus capitalism, I can skip that. That's fine. I can skim. I mean, The Fountainhead isn't even as big as Atlas Shrugged. It's actually shorter. So I'm not sure why I keep avoiding this one. Again, I have no reason to avoid it. I just do. The next three are ones where I've read something else by the author and been really disappointed. And so now I'm not sure if I want to read this other thing by the author. The thing is, these are all authors that at one point I really loved their work, and then I read something else by them that I really hated, or there was some aspect of it that I really hated. And so now I'm like, I don't feel like I can trust them. Like, I want to read their work because at one point I really loved it. But now I feel like you have betrayed me, and I just can't trust you to deliver a story that I know I'm gonna like. Anyway, all of that to say, the first one is Robin Hobb. I really, really loved the Farseer trilogy by Robin Hobb. And then I read, I think it was Ships of Destiny, and really hated it. Like, I just couldn't. I ended up DNFing that trilogy. I really hated it so much. So I want maybe to pick up the Fitz and the Fool and the Tawny Man trilogy, which follows those original characters from the Farseer trilogy that I loved so much. But I feel like if she took this whole other direction in Ships of Destiny, I don't want to see that happen to the Fitz and the Fool. I don't want to see that happen to characters that I already liked from the Farseer books. Do I continue with Robin Hobb, or do I just give it up as a bad job? I don't know. Then we have Juliette Marillier. Some of her books I've really, really loved, and some of her books she's put certain elements in it and like trigger type things that I'm just like, I don't want that in a book. I don't want it. So one of the books that I have from her is Wolfskin. It's 493 pages. So, I mean, it's almost 500 pages. That's a bit of a commitment, really. And I'm just not sure if I want to dive in deep into one of her books and then be disappointed again. Really, all of the Seven Water books, I started the Seven Water series, and then I wanted to read some more from those, but I'm just not sure what direction it's gonna go, and if it's gonna have things in there that I really don't want. I don't know, it's hard to decide. Do I take another chance on this author, or do I just call it a day? So those are some of the books that I have been avoiding. Please leave me a comment down below and let me know, what are some books that you've been avoiding them? You really don't want to pick them up, but you do, but you don't. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and remember, the right book in the right hands at the right time can change the world.